Willow. Hello and welcome to this reading vlog. So it's been quite a long time since I last spoke to you, and I have already read a ton of books. So this is going to be a little mini vlog. Let's just get straight into it. So the first book I read was Normal Rules Don't Apply. I ended up giving this a 3 stars. So this is a bunch of loosely connected short stories. They've got a bit of a magical realism angle, so there's a bit of funny business at play. It's not so just contemporary. Overall, it was mildly pleasant. Not good, not bad, a little bit funny, a little bit of whimsy sprinkled in, but overall kind of forgettable, to be honest. I think the most memorable thing to me was the talking horse telling a dude to bet on him. So yeah, cover is cute though. Did like the cover. And then I read a middle grade book called Into the Glades. So this was set in a magical swamp, and you've got a bunch of magical people and someone's parent dies. So this is heavy on the grief. It shows also too how people express grief in different ways and the different sort of stages of grief and acceptance. So I picked this up because I was having a hard time this week because Willow's going to be going to a new home. And then I pick a book up that's based about grief. So it wasn't as lighthearted as I thought it would be, but I did really enjoy the book. I liked the place. I thought the kids were cool. They could have had a bit more characterization, a bit more differentiation, but overall I did enjoy all the little creatures that were in the swamp as well, and it was interesting and a very fast read. So if I was going to rate it, it's 4 stars. 4 stars for that one. Then I picked up Bound to Happen. So this is set, I think it was set in Australia, and it's about 2 star-crossed lovers pretty much. So 2 people living their lives and they keep missing each other, but then they end up becoming email buddies. She's, I think, in the physics department, something like that. And he's sort of physics and music, and he wants help with writing a song about physics. So he wants it to be, you know, legit. So he ends up emailing her saying, okay, these are my lyrics, can you give me some help? And they end up bonding. The issue with this, I gave this 50%. The issue with this is he has a girlfriend that he's with at the time, that he's in love with. And then she ends up dating someone. And I don't like it when the couple that you want to be together are already with other people. It's icky to me. I don't like crossovers. I don't like being with someone and then falling for somebody else while you're with someone. That's not my jam. So I decided to DNF it at 50%. And then I read Ghost Book, which is a middle grade graphic novel. The illustrations are really cute. It's a lovely look at friendship and loss in a like folktale setting. So you have these sorts of spirits of like death and birth, and there's this mix up with these 2 kids. One of them was meant to die, but because of something that happened, they didn't, but then they end up messing up the life of the other person. It was just really good. I don't want to like talk too much about it because it gives stuff away, but I thought it was really good, and I've given it 4 stars. And then there was the Sirens of Titan. So I picked this up as an audiobook. It's got so many covers, and I think all the covers are gorgeous. I DNF'd it at about 2 hours. I just couldn't get into it, and I didn't like any of the characters. It was so confusing. Basically, there's this character that was going like forward into the future and then coming back and telling these other characters like, oh, this is what you're going to do, and you're going to be on this planet and then this planet, and this is like the future of the world. It just felt a bit silly and all over the place and convoluted, and I didn't get it. And like I said, I didn't like any of the characters, so I decided to DNF it because I am being very stringent now with the books that I push on with. I'm not pushing on with this one. And then the next book, and the last book that I'm reading, that I've read for this little mini blog here, is The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreak. And this is touted as a cross between Practical Magic and Gilmore Girls. And I didn't read that. I just started reading the book, and I'm like, this is giving me Practical Magic and Gilmore Girl vibes, with a bit of that movie with Penelope Cruz where she's cooking and she infuses like magic in her food. And that's what it is. It legitimately does feel that way. The use of food magic in this book gave me life though. I freaking love food magic. I love infusing things. This also includes recipes, which I made. So one of them was rum-soaked peach muffins with streusel topping. And this is supposed to incite euphoria and preserve only happy memories. I do think there was an error with the recipe in this book though. The batter was so incredibly wet. I did add more flour, but I didn't want to like add as much flour as I thought it needed because there was already so much more that was in the recipe. It needed more flour. So unfortunately these didn't turn out. I was able to scoop them out and eat it more as a cobbler rather than a muffin, but this has recipes sprinkled throughout. It was a very cozy read, but with a storm brewing outside. You know, it's cozy but ominous at the same time. There was a lot of heartbreak in this, a lot of different types of heartbreak. So the main character with this book, in this family, you get magic, but it comes with a curse. That's the price you have to pay for it. And the main character's curse is that she will have a heart broken 4 times, and after the 4th time, she'll lose her magic, and each heartbreak will be worse than the other. And because she's already suffered 2, it's changed the way she is. She doesn't want to love anyone anymore because she doesn't want to get her heart broken. This book, the grandmother in it curses a lot. So if you don't like the words pissant and shit ass, don't read this because she uses them liberally. Liberally. It's a lot about family dynamics in this, very heavy with the family dynamics. Like I said, different types of heartbreak is all interspersed with this friendship, family, love, heartbreak. The reason that this didn't get a high rating for me, so I rated this 4.25, is because the love story wasn't for me. It's a second chance romance. I'm not really a second chance romance girly, especially when the second chance romance person comes back and is with someone else and it's just like, no. Otherwise, I did enjoy it. Like I said, it was a very practical magic, Gilmore Girls with a whole bunch of food magic vibes. You know, I think a lot of people would enjoy it. A lot of interesting, fleshed out characters. Like I said, family dynamics, love, loss, finding yourself. Are you more than your magic and who you are really to the core of you? So it was a good read and I did enjoy it. And those were all the books that I read so far this week. So I will leave you there, and until next time, stay wild, Star Child.